Greetings everyone, this is Spin, and today I'll be returning again for my Doom special for my Doom 64 and Doom 2 Megawad playthrough with the Metadoom gameplay mod enabled. And I played through the first 10 maps and now it's time to go for the next 10 plus the secret levels. So, let's continue on forth. Get psyched. So to start things off, we're going to play on map 11. This is going to be Cat and Mouse, which is actually a secret level for Doom 64. I forget which order, and don't get sandwiched between the Cyber Demon and the Pinkies. And this is literally a Tom and Jerry episode, but in Doom. We gotta fight against the Cyber Demon. And this Cyber Demon likes to do this stomping maneuver, even though I am nowhere close to him. I'm just peppering away with all that plasma. And he's gone. And deal with those revenants. And yeah, that was a very fast clear time actually. But I'm gonna go for 100% here. We got some Shadow Imps and some Chain Gunners in here. Might as well grab the ammunition. And we also got one secret too. I also grab the armor too. And here's our secret. Tucked away over here for an invisible wall. And since we want to get... there's still 2 enemies left. Might as well grab the rocket ammunition. See, there's a Shadow Imp hiding. Alright, that's the Shadow Imp dealt with. Now all that is left is that Berserk power-up. Alright, so that was a success. Cat and Mouse. Very quick run of the secret level. Just fight the Cyber Demon while trying to stay alive. It's a lot more tougher on a pistol start, but this is a fun one. It's one of the better secret levels from Doom 64. Now it's on to the bleeding. But first, the transmission screen. You cackle as the familiarity of the situation occurs to you. The gateway to the demon's domain was too accessible. You realize the demons mock you with their invitations. It does not matter. The demons spawn like rats, and you have the grade AAA UAC poison they crave. That I do. So, let's get going with the bleeding. We got a plasma rifle as our first secret over here. Take care of some of these imps. Flip a switch and... mixture of imps, pinkies, and a dog. I also use the super shy to get them all dealt with. This is a very short, fun map. One of my personal favorites of Doom 64. And we got Berserk power-up. Time to put to good use. Because it's limited. Use it on Shadow Imps. Alright, let's flip the 2 switches, and I'm gonna need... of course there's a super armor, but... over here is a secret. Got a rocket launcher. I like to use the mobile turret for these Hell Knights. Just go ahead and get them done with. No need to waste all that shotgun ammunition. And now we got some more imps. And dogs. Again, I forget about the power-up. Might as well use the remainder just for those small fry. And now it's on to the bigger fish to fry. Megawad. Megawad. Mostly Doom 64 Megawad, which is pretty fitting, considering the Megawad. Alright, buddy. Your time is up. And now, my favorite part with this gameplay mod. We pull out the holy water pistol. And we start blasting away on these pesky lost souls. And look at this, another... I could substitute that holy water in favor of good old fisticuffs. But... okay, you're being stubborn. Secret plasma pack in here. I hear another Macubus out there. First things first, these annoying little skulls need to be dealt with. Alright. They deserve the holy water treatment. Yes, lots of health pickups here. Plus, I took a little more damage than I needed to with all those... lost souls. Wow, stealth kills in a Doom game. Not often that happens. And we got some barons waiting to slaughter us, but we're gonna slaughter them first. There should be a second one. I don't know where he went. There he is. I'll use the grenade launcher since he is in a very tough position. If he'll get in position. Hey, if you would jump up here, that would be nice. I'll do this instead. That makes it 10 times easier. Flip the switch. And if we go down here, I flip that switch to get access to the BFG. There, your buddy's gonna spawn in. There we go. And somehow you survived with very minimal damage. Very shocking, honestly. Okay, so we are done with that area. Get our BFG ready for all these boys over here. Alright, we got the exit activated, but we gotta take care of the big boys. Whoa. Good time to combo with gas grenades. Golly, man, they are ruthless. And there is our 100% kills. Alright, there's a chainsaw backpack. Soul Sphere. And we are done with that level, the bleeding. Now it's off the Terror Core. And look at that, we have the Soul Cube. And a skateboard? Oh, that's awesome, that's a collectible. And let's go ahead and take this Berserk power-up and start knocking some heads with these pinkies. And dogs. And Doom 3 Pinky. I forgot the name of the Doom 3 demon. The Bull demon? I got the PDA, which I could showcase soon, once I get an appropriate time for it. We got some imps and a prowler. I really dislike the prowlers. They always teleport all over the place. Now, they don't do it as much in Doom Eternal. Well, they still do, but I feel like they do it more on this gameplay mod than anything else. So let's take care of our hit scanners, shotgunners. Okay, that's a timed line. Flip our switches, which will grant us access to the next area. Super shoddy if you're doing a pistol start. And we should have access to our blue key. If I could find it. Holy moly. I'll activate the two switches. alright. I get lost with these Doom maps. Well, it's Doom 64 to be exact. Oh, there it is. And I'm always thinking I'm missing something, but I'm not. I need 10 of these orbs to use the soul cube, so let's use it. Yep, best way to get our ammunition topped up, need to get 10 of those orbs to use it. It's not like Doom 3 where it's based off how many kills you get. I mean, it kind of is the same. Oh, that orb got crushed by the door. Sad. Whoa! PS1 Spectre jump scare. Alright, a couple of imps. This map in particular is pretty neat because it has a bunch of platforms that lift depending on which elevation you're set. I'll deal with that imp later. Right now I need to go over here. Necessary to progress. And go ahead and take care of these pesky Hell Knights. And the lone chain gunner, but I need to be quick here. Lost souls, dude, I would use the holy water normally, but we got a lot of enemies in here, so I'm not gonna even try to swap in between the two weapons, as much as I enjoy the holy water gun. Alright. Everyone else has been thinned out, so now I can use it. Alright, get over here. Use us. Alright, switch has been flipped, which means we can now access this elevator. Now the only thing I don't like about this map is that getting the secrets here are a bit repetitive. You have to constantly ride this elevator. Here comes a Hell Knight. And we got some spawn. And over here, Mechibus has spawned in. I'll use the grenade launcher since it is the safer option. You don't want rockets to blow up in your face. Flip the switch and it'll give us an area over here. Up there's a... Alright. And this is where the tedious part comes. You shoot that switch, the time switch, then you have to go back into the elevator. And then this opens up, where the teleporter was. And of course I fell down, which means I have to go back up again. Yeah, take care of you first. I tried to strafe run across that platform, but it just not enough momentum on my end. So we got the yellow skull key, so let's continue on forth. Matakako up ahead. This is the perfect time for the mobile turret. Take care of that Disney XD looking at Kako from Doom 64. Alright, now this is partially tricky. It's time to go ride the ledge and strafe jump to get to the other side. And looky here. Not only we get the armor, but we get the flame belt from Doom Eternal. And speaking of Doom Eternal, so far, I'm liking it so far. Just started that. I finished Doom 2016 and Doom 3, both within a short span. I already had progress on Doom 2016 from a year ago, so I was fairly into it. I just finally decided to finish my playthrough once and for all. Got done fairly quick. And Doom 3, I still need to play Resurrection of Evil expansion pack. But one of these days I will get to it. So we just took out all those lost souls with the holy water gun, and now we got the red skull key, which will take us to the final area. Okay, get the BFG out. Because you got not one, not two, but 3 Barons of Hell. And I'll just finish them off with a super shotgun. But that's not all. A pesky archvile, but the mobile turret wins once again. And then we got one last tight encounter. And booyah. That's another level down. Terracore. Now we are at the Lair. Now we need to get this blue skull key first. But first we gotta deal with a variety of imps. Gonna fight fire with fire here. By using the flame belch on these fiery skulls. Sort of like how you can combo the flame belch with the freeze grenade. And Doom Eternal. Okay, so let's nab that blue skull key, and it's off to the next area. And of course, we have some specters, Nightmare Spectre. So we open up the door. And flip that switch so we can lower this bar. And I ran out of ammunition for it. That's what the soul cube is for. I'm gonna use it on a bigger enemy. Let me use my plasma rifle for this. Then I'll save my soul cube for you. Probably should have taken the right switch first, take care of those imps, then open the door. That still wasn't all of them either. Ouch. Well, that's no biggie. There is a megasphere here. Yes, up there. Let's take care of the prowlers first. Alright, let's lift these stairs up. Flip a bunch of these switches. Now, I know a way to get that megasphere. I almost called it the soul sphere. There's an odd one out switch which will lower some shotgun shells, but we're pretty well topped on that. But here's one of my favorite parts, of course. Room full of lost souls, but we have the advantage here, as the holy water pistol once again comes in for the clutch. And since there's a lot of water here, of course we're going to be continuously topped up with the water pistol ammo. Now, some of these eye lanterns have switches on them. So let me go back. I think there's one more already. Yeah, that's the second one. We'll get some mega armor here, but the platform over here is going to lower and we get our soul sphere. Basically the equivalent of a megasphere. So health is not a problem in this level, that's for sure. Oh, I missed a piece of treasure. Here's the final secret, Berserk power-up. Alright. Normally I wouldn't do that, but I decided, you know what, he's stupid. Might as well take a chance. Alright, I'm not gonna grab that Megasphere. I'm really topped up as is. Be pretty redundant to do so. The only way I would do it is if I want to get the 100% items. But that's not really important. And we have one more enemy. I have no idea where it is. Oh yeah, another Soul Sphere. Forgot about that. But I guess I'll go ahead and lower it so I can get the 100%. I don't know where that last enemy is on the enemy counter, but oh well, I'm not gonna dwell on it. This isn't a 100% run anyway, so just gonna play through the levels, see how far. Well, I know we're gonna get to the end of this, but just have fun with it. Okay, so this is Altar of Pain, if I remember correctly. This is map 15 of this Megawad, so you know what that means. Secret level. And we got the Doom 64 Doom figurine. Very fitting for this Megawad. Right now we gotta take care of the bottom feeders over here, outside the fortress. Those pesky prowlers, man. They just abuse that teleport function as much as they can. Take care of the Crimson Dog. And another pup. I'll use the Flame Belch just to get some extra damage in there. Might as well take care of him the easy way out, and of course there's a couple of these monsters on the cliffs up there. That's the only thing I don't like about this level, is that they are on those cliff sides just firing away. And it's dark too, so it's kind of hard to see them, except for the Mancubus. Alright. So we are in. Wow, took care of those pinkies. And right now we need to grab the blue skull key. There's a Hell Knight over there. Not gonna go up to the elevator just yet. Here's the switch. Alright. Well, that's... hitbox is too big for the micro missiles. Alright. Wait, that was where I was supposed to go. Man, I get sidetracked. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to flip 2 other switches. I've remembered. There's the blue key. Again, I'm so forgetful with Doom 64. Now here we get some Revenants. Another Hell Knight. Oh, we're not doing this WWE type deal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get back here, bonehead. Flip the switch here. Got another plasma rifle. Alright, so now let's go up and flip some more switches. Oh, and don't get jumped by the 2 Barons. This would be a good time to use the Soul Cube. Alright, they're both backed up in their corner. And now to the other side. And here's the entrance to the secret level. Alright. Here's a little area where the Hell Knight was. And I see a Mancubus on the cliffside. Alright, I'm gonna go up here. So we got a couple of imps and the disgusting Prowler. And now I got a red skull key. Okay, bro. And that's the Nightmare Imp from Doom 64. He is ridiculously fast. Just be careful. Let's grab a haste sphere. We're gonna go in here. I better get my BFG ready for this one. Oh, we got the Unmaker. W drop. Alright, well, take out the Barons first, because Revenants are going to spawn in. And honestly, the haste sphere is not meant for this small space. And right now we're at the Unmaker is a great weapon, but it's not at its maximum potential as of right now. We need to get the rune keys. Which are RNG based, by the way. Okay, let me get the plasma rifle out. Playing too safe here. Alright. So we survived that encounter. Hold up a sec. Yeah, that should give us our yellow skull key. From the top. There's some imps over there. Alright, here it is. Now I'm gonna get 100% kills, of course. Not that I'm trying, but it's just so satisfying to do it this way. Alright. Hey, I didn't ask you to join in on the fight. And we have one more Hell Knight just hiding in his little cove here, protecting the rocket launcher. You know you weren't gonna use that thing. Yeah, this is a slow platform that'll raise up. Wow. Dodged 2 of my super shotgun blast. Rude. Get the jump on these Revenants. And that's almost all of the kills. I might as well go ahead and grab that soul sphere that's down there. Add to the 100% items tally. But I don't feel like it. The only difference is I'm going to get 5,000 bonus points. And I did not mean to jump down here. Okay. I'm still getting a soul sphere either way, so let's do it. And go in here. And we have reached the secret exit. Alright, Altar of Pain. And now it's off to the original first secret level of Doom 64, Hectic. Also my least favorite secret level. Congratulations, you found Hectic. Only the best will reap its rewards. I hope so. And looky here, the Marauder is here. Alright. The only thing that sucks about this Marauder is that he... Oh, Christ. And that is why I hate Hectic. Not only you got this Marauder that spawns in, but you got that Crusher over there where the secret area is. Come on, dude. Do your thing. I really wish I had my Gauss Cannon right now. Oh, for crying out loud, if you just done what you were supposed to do, this wouldn't be a problem. And it happened again. Again, do your melee attack. There we go, Jesus. Yeah, this is why I wished I had the Gauss Cannon. So yeah, that's 2 deaths. Alright, alright. Bastards dealt with. Okay. Let's just hope we can get through the rest of this level. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of these secrets real quick. And if you want to get that green armor, you just go in through here. Every other side's just gonna get you crushed. Then you go in and go out for the Soul Sphere. Now normally this would activate the secret, but of course it's bugged. Because I think there's conflicts between GZDoom and the map pack. And the gameplay mod too. I wouldn't be surprised if this map decides to go crazy. Alright, I'm gonna get the worst of it done right here. Hopefully I don't fall down. And of course I fall down. I'll just go ahead and kill myself. Looks like this will be one of those days. I'll have to cut forward. Okay, let's try this one again, since that one was just an absolute terrible. Now I'm gonna be a little more ballsy here. I didn't want to do this, but this is perhaps the safest way, and I really don't want to take any more attempts at this. Because goddamn, this is just not a... This map... Not fun at all. Okay. Calm down. Flip the switches, carefully get through the platforms, and... Alright. Next portion, we got an invulnerability power-up at least. That we do have. And I gotta get started with these explosives. We got Macubus all over the place, Hell Knights and Barons bunched in together. The Macubi are the biggest threat here, so just go ahead and take care of them. The BFG is not that reliable at the moment, and the Unmaker is underdeveloped at the current moment. More punishment than I like to take. Alright, this will be a good time to use the gas grenade, since they're all in a corner like that. I'm sure there's a war crime joke to be made here, but they're demons, so... Okay, I've cleared the room. Alright, so... we finished that pain in the butt. Got our Now hopefully we'll be able to get the red key. Alright. Now I've done practice runs on this map before with this gameplay mod. And either this will work or won't work. I'll show you what happens. Now normally you're supposed to flip the switch. And it's going to raise this wall. But when I flip it, it doesn't do that at all. And since it's busted, I guess because it's on the GZDoom port and not Crispy Doom, which is what Doom 64 for Doom 2 Megawad's supposed to be played with, I'm gonna have to pull out idclip just to progress through this level. More incentive for me to hate this map. And I have to idclip over there too, because this switch, it don't do jack either. Which is a bummer. I have to go through here. Deactivated clip over here, and look at this. Now the wall's lower down. But I think that's more of a compatibility issue more than anything else, so I really can't fault the map devs for this one. And of course, we get another Marauder. I'm not even going to bother with the turret. I'm just going to play super shotgun if he doesn't fall down, of course.
Many minutes later.
This guy, I'm just gonna see myself to the front door on this one. I just don't want to deal with this guy. If I can navigate through here properly. Well, I guess I'll kill the Marauder after all. I wanted to get out of here so badly because he was just being a huge nuisance to me. But, oh, I guess that won't be the case. Oh well. The important thing is, I got done with this stupid map. Alright. Now I can just go off to the next secret level and end the void, which is a much higher quality secret level. And look, we got the room key for the Unmaker. Alright, that's hectic done. I don't want to say anything more about this map. Just absolute pain. Now, end the void. You wretch as an acrid, or acrid, I don't know the word for that. An acrid odor assaults you. No nightmare could have prepared you for this. Now this is the second secret level of Doom. I think this is the one if you initially go to if you reach the map 15 on Doom 64. I don't know if you, but it's been a while since I played original Doom 64, so as always, the memory is foggy here with this one. But I appreciate this level more than Hectic, that's for sure. And we gotta take care of some specters. Yeah, this is more cozy than whatever Hectic was. And hopefully that's the only time I get to use a clip in this series. Sometimes things happen. Alright, I'm gonna be careful here. Get rid of that pain in the elemental. Oh, how did you sneak by? Okay, okay. That's not all of the Disney XD cacodemons. Alright, you're dealt with. And you're still alive somehow. I've peppered you with bullets, but you won't die. And just our luck, another Marauder. Alright, I've got to get him away from all the action. Alright, do your thing. And then I'll take care of the Cacodemon. Come on. Now, I don't like about the Marauder in Doom 6, well, in Metadoom, is that he takes forever to do his attack. His axe swing, which is the only way you can get damage off of him. I actually have to edit out the part where I died. Because it takes so long just to get that thing killed. Well, not edit out, just cut to the part where where the last death happened, I should say. It adds transparency. And that's what everyone loves. So, now that he's out of the way, Marauder, let's continue on forward. More positive thoughts. I've got Hectic out of the way, so... Okay. Now this is the most tedious part of the level, is more so the fact that you got these flying Cacodemons just out in the void. Flying. I really want to take... Oh, he is being stubborn. Really? That's the vantage point you take, dog? Hey, I respect it. That sounds like something I would pull. Alright. Oh, actually, I just realized this switch over here needs to be shot so we can access the secret. Now, of course, we got a Hell Knight with some Hell of a Baron. And there's our red skull key. Turned southern there for a second. Now here I'll just go ahead and deal with these revenants and imps, and of course there's two Cacodemons out in the void. Close enough to close the distance with the shoddy. Here's the second one. Alright, you're dead. I might as well grab the plasma rifle secret. That's what the shootable switch leads to. Now I keep getting plasma rifles instead of... because the weapon drops are RNG based, which means I could have gotten a lightning gun or a Gauss cannon. I would prefer the Gauss, since it makes dealing with those Marauders much, much easier. Okay. And there's a Megasphere, which is very useful. I'm not going to use it just yet. Once I get it unlocked, because there's a real nasty encounter coming soon. And I gotta be prepared. Hold up. Because I'm already topped up on health as is. Alright, now that dropped down the Megaspheres, but as you know, I got other plans in mind. Let me test the firing rate. Okay, we still need a considerable amount of... We need more runes for our Unmaker before it really starts becoming useful. At least get our second rune key before we really go ham with it. And the Soul Cube, of course, is single target, so that's a last resort. Oh, did I seriously forget the red key? E? Of course I did. All this preparation. Then one thing slips from my brain. Alright. Now we can nab the last key. Well, 2 barons, of course. E1M7 style. Wait, no, M8. Oh man, I really have gotten forgetful. Then again, I'm trying to focus, get the BFG ready for this. Because that's why. Big encounters, and of course there's a pain in the ass elemental waiting for me. I don't want to approach this. Okay, I see. I guess I'll go BFG one more time. Oh, that is a waste. Alright. Not gonna panic. Save the soul cube for the Mancubus, and then I'll just have to... Alright. That was a huge L, losing that BFG shot to the teleporter. But oh well, compensated for it. Hey. Alright, monsters have been dealt with. Grab the Soul's Orbs, or the Soul Essence. And now I'm gonna grab that Megasphere. Thinking ahead. Alright, now we can exit the level. We just jump down and take the leap of faith. In the void. Definitely a lot better than whatever the hell Hectic was. And I promise you this will be the last time I'm gonna bash it for this episode. Alright, onward to Dark Citadel. There's a Baron of Hell waiting for us at the gates. Singular, which means we will just use the super shotgun for him. Oh wait. Followed by 3 more and an Arachnotron. So this is what I'm going to do instead. Use the plasma rifle. I guess I can test the Unmaker, see how it fares up. It could be better. Just wait till we get the next 2 runes. Now this is a fairly sized map. Good amount of enemy variety. Of course, I'll have to get that mega armor later on. Now here's the secret area. Hopefully this works. And it doesn't. I'm not even gonna idclip into that. Because A, it's not mandatory, so what's the point? If we miss a secret, we miss a secret. That's just mad unfortunate. And of course this ugly potato shows up in his ugly mug. Checking just in case another one shows up. Because this is a very open area and you do not want to deal with pain elementals in an open space. Might as well take advantage of this trapped in Baron. Get over here. Alright. Cheesed him to death. Flip the switch. I think we got another Baron. Not a Baron, but a pain elemental on our case. I knew it! Disgusting pain elemental. Get out of my sight. Followed by some casual nightmare imps. Yeah, they are no threat. I'll just go ahead and take care of them with the standard shot. Okay, I'll snipe a rocket over there. Bullseye. Splash damage for the win. Alright, now this is the main stage of this level. Not these arachnotrons, but this area, which is the arena. Lots of enemies down there, but they're not my concern at the moment. They're mostly... Right now it's currently imps and cacodemons. That's what's on the menu right now. And that small pot of stew you call the arena. Right now we got some boneheads. Fairly easy to deal with since you got all this cover to work with. Wasn't there? Oh, I was wondering where the Baron went. He got out of his hidey hole. It's like, you can't run from me, pal. Let's flip the switch and looky here. We have a crap ton of these lost souls. Spray them down, spray them down. And I'm all out of water. Alright, hopefully nobody teleported. We got a cacodemon. Okay, so let's hop on down. Well, they spawn in once you show your face. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the switch. Normally this would be the case where I would wait and let them all infight, but some of them teleport onto the outside of the little arena there, so I better go ahead and take care of them now. It's better this way. And maximize the gas grenade, because they're all getting grouped up together. Cook the meatballs all the way through. And some nightmare imps have spawned in. I can just take care of them with the regular shotgun. Alright. So that's done with one more tomato. Alright, tomato has been dealt with. And now I hear some pinkies, or specters. And of course the secrets are mostly just health items. Well, actually, scratch that. It's not just a health item. We got another rune key. What the is this? It's the Unmaker, and of course there's the Megasphere. I do not need it at the moment. Well, actually, I'll just go ahead and grab it. Not gonna do what I did last level. And of course, here's the... Oh, that's much better. I'll just go ahead and grab it. I mean, these past few maps have been really generous with the health, and now that I got the blue key, let's just continue on. But right now, this does not call for the Unmaker. Instead, we're going to use the machine pistol. Not the machine pistol, a machine gun. Man, my terminology has been off. Pesky, pesky hit scanners, shotgunners. And we are in the dark. With some mid-tier enemies. Another Revenant. Okay, Bonehead has been dealt with. And I'll just get the Soul Cube for this one. Easy as pie. And now the next area of this library here has opened up. There's our little Hell Knight, who is pretty bad at jump attacks. Soul Cube is topped up. And we got the jump on these demons. They were completely oblivious to the fact that I murdered their friends. Make quick work of them. And now we got more barons. And now there's another Bonehead. Ouch. Alright then. Ooh, that was crunchy. But now it's off to the big show. Revenants and Kakos. They are here and ready to go. And some barons. Use that splash damage power up. I could use the invulnerability, but I'd rather not. Just be an extra step, and plus this encounter is just way too easy. And then there's just you. Done with. Alright. So really all that just leaves now is the final area. And I guess I can just go ahead and grab that invincibility power up. Not that I'm going to be using it. Well, I will be using it actually. We got barons in the final area. Still not good enough. And up on top, we got some pesky little imps and nightmare imps bunched in together on the cliffside. Gotta listen for them. Alright, that should be all of them. Grab the yellow key. And once again, the mobile turret comes in clutch for these dang archviles. Of course, I missed one of the secrets, although it was in the same spot, but whatever. We're off to Eye of the Storm. And of course, let me wait and get my holy water topped up. Here comes the fun part. Might as well go ahead and have some fun. Barons, Arachnotrons, in the water. And this level has a lot of Arachnotrons for what it's worth. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Jesus, I almost got hit with that splash damage with that little dog. He blended in with the water. That saved me an embarrassing moment right there. Now there's our first and only secret over there. I'll get to it soon. I also grab my soul essences, get the soul cube ready once again because we have another round of these pups and pinkies. And it's like the same layout from the other side. Arachnotrons, Barons, and some pinkies on both sides of the fortress. I'll be a little bit conservative on the ammunition. But honestly, the rocket ammunition has been selling like hotcakes, so... And the soul cubes here too, so really, ammunition is not a problem. Oh, and here's our blue skull key. Imps, Disney XD Kako. This is such a goofy design for the Cacodemon. It just looks so cartoony. Okay, so we have to shoot the switches here to lower this, and the same applies for the other side. It's a pretty symmetrical layout, so it's almost exact. It's pretty much the exact same. Oh, got on the wrong side of the elevator. And it has a Cacodemon waiting for us, but look, another rune waiting for us. So let me flip this switch over here, which will give us access. And we got another eye switch. Now, while both sides of this fortress remain the same, there's one difference. Find the odd one out. And just like that, we gained access to the first secret here. The only secret in Blood Fortress. And our unmaker should be complete now. And we got a figurine too. Ah yes, Doom 2016 figurine. Alright, we should be ready to go. I'm gonna put this unmaker to the test. Or to work, I should say. Now that is more like it. Perfect for this encounter. And it doesn't chew up a lot of ammunition either. Ridiculously overpowered. This will make dealing with some of these tougher encounters a breeze. But I'm not going to shy away from my favorite water pistol in Doom. They gave me a holy water pistol. It is best I make good use of it. Alright, now that we lowered that, here's some nightmare imps. Very fast, very aggressive. And let's flip both of these switches. This looks like a great opportunity to put that unmaker to work. And let me show off the alt fire. It's a railgun type deal. Might as well go ahead and get the soul cube ready to go. And now we got our cacos. It burns! It burns! I'm sure that's what those demons must be saying in their heads. Alright, they've been washed out. And that takes care of the chainsaw dude, and of course, my armor is at 69%. Nice. And that's the end of Eye of the Storm. Now we're on to Dark Entries. Eye of the Storm is actually one of my favorites. I have a love for these short maps. Now Dark Entries, this one is a doozy. Starts off somewhat challenging, but then it goes crazy later on. We got huge encounters waiting for us. That I do know. And I'm all out of holy water. Great. I'll save the Unmaker for those really, really bad situations. Such as what's coming up soon. So here's gonna be our big... Oh yeah, I can use the blood to fill up the holy water. Any liquid substance is good for that stuff, you know? Just right now I need to take care of the annoyances. And be mindful of the arachnotrons that are hiding behind these fake walls. I got projectiles too, arachnos. No noise. That's what I want to hear. So start things off by flipping the switch, and we are going to activate the first one. Just some imps. The odd prowler. Nothing the basic shotgun can't do. Now, next switch, I'm gonna have to get more holy water for this. Because the next encounter, I remember it being a Lost Souls. And what do you know? And just one lonely Hell Knight. Oh, and there's also a secret in here. Misaligned texture. Yeah, not a lot of secrets in this one either. So let me walk over to teleport. You gotta walk over these things first before you activate the next one. Now I'm gonna get my mobile turret ready. Yep, that's an archvile. But as always, the mobile turret is the #1 archvile killer. Alrighty then. We've taken care of this room. We got our key. And let's get going. And looky here, a lot of revenants. A lot of these boneheads wanting a piece of the action. Alright. So let's step through here. And boy, let's get ready. It is gonna be a mosh pit over here. You got imps, prowlers. I'm gonna try and be careful here. Some of those Mecubi... Sometimes the Mecubi will fight with the Arachnotrons. I'm not sure if one of their... Well, he's fighting with the Imp over there. Let me see what the Mechbus is doing first. It looked like he was trying to fight someone else, but then finally he started shooting. And oh my god, another Marauder. Alright, let me get ready. Weapon of choice. Do your stuff, bro. That's what I like to see. Ah, melts them through like butter. I'm gonna hold on to this for a few extra minutes. You'll see why in a bit too. Alright, here comes the mosh pit, but let me... The true mosh pit. Oh yeah, and another Marauder on top of... And the sea of monsters. Just wonderful. So let's just go around, run around in circles, and just go ham with the Unmaker. And that Marauder's going to turn his head eventually. There he is. Just gotta take care of all these others first before I can even begin focusing on him. Okay. Now where is he? There he is. Alright, get over here. Now, he was more cooperative than the last one. Now I'll play nice with these others. Lone Arachnotron and Lone Hell Knight. You think they would learn their lesson after all this massacre, but they just simply don't get it. And that's why I have to take them out. Oh yeah. How can I forget? There's always lost souls. Ouch. That hurt. That's a Soul Cube worthy moment right there. And how did I forget about the Archvile? Thank God he does not resurrect the... Well, that sucks. Okay, now... This time we actually killed the Archvile and we didn't get screwed over by the Revenants. Yeah, apologies for that. I'm not going to try and quick save any of this either, I should mention, so yeah, I had to restart this level from scratch. Try and get most of these levels done in one go. As that's how I roll. So, we're back at it again, and we still get hit by a Revenant missile, but at least we didn't die. So, that's there's a positive in that. But continuing on, we need to take care of all of these imps. I took them before until I died. I'll find that Marauder. But here it should be a lot simpler now that the worst of it is done. Now, should flip that eye switch and then we can finally get access to our pseudo megasphere and another flame belch. We get our soul sphere and super armor, which is exactly what we needed, considering all the crud we've been going through, or I've been at least. Oh yes, easy to miss imps that are in cages. Now it's for the final area. Not the final, but the last. This is gonna be another unmaker. Just look at this. You got a pain elemental and a whole lot of, well, just a pain elemental. I just really have a disdain for them. And a bunch of other doomers do as well. But alas, we took care of the worst, and now we just need to take care of the tomatoes. Alright, tomatoes have been dealt with. On to the final area. We got a lot. You know what, I'm gonna make this more difficult on myself. Just use the plasma rifle. Because if I just use the unmaker all the time, it gets boring. Ooh, that shaved my head. Dang, that was a lot of tracking missiles. And once again, the mobile turret strikes once again, but instead of an archvile, we had a summoner. Doesn't matter which iteration of Doom it is, you're still getting the mobile turret. Well, that was... I will say this, it was the first map where I literally got my butt kicked. Bloodkeep. Not like that last level that I will refuse to mention because I promised you I would not mention it again. Okay, so this is Bloodkeep. Also, I like this level because it feels like a mix between Doom 1 and Doom 2. Like Hell level Doom 2, but with a Doom 1 layout. I don't know why. I just like it. Farm some holy water. Let's just take care, go out and make sure we go to town with all these outdoor enemies. And look at that. I'll assist you, Cacodemon. I'll take care of those annoying imps. Hey, don't scratch me, bud. I could sure use a drink right now, which is exactly what I'm doing. You can also use the holy water to drink it and heal yourself. Dang, I went through that health and armor pretty quickly. I'll save that for later. And I keep hearing a lost soul. I need to find him and dispatch him. 2 of them. And some imps. Plus an additional holy water gun. There's a secret right there. And that should take care. Alright, alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I set myself on fire there. cheese away at some of those imps that are hiding in the dark. A bunch of shadow imps, because that's where they hide, is in the dark. Now over here, if I flip this switch, there's a shotgun, which I have plenty of. But I will most certainly need that, the armor. I'll go ahead and lobby some grenades over here. Those hit scanners deserved it. Now this is how I'm going to get the red key. And now we'll enter here. Just some hit scanners, and look, I see a quad damage with my name on it. But I'm not going to grab it just yet. Quad damage is a very special power-up. Only reserve it for the most best enemies yet. And this is the opportunity right here. And that is why quad damage is the best. Now we can enter. More enemies are teleporting in. See, even the standard shotgun is more than enough to take care of. I need to stop saying take care. Clean up the mess about these cacodemons. Demolish them. Wow, the machine gun jibbed the caco. That's ridiculously powerful. And now we have to shotgun some more of these shadow imps. They are hiding. They are using the shadows to their advantage. And now here are the revenants. Close call there. Now I can lift this up. Take a sip, top myself up. Make every bit of that HP count. Oh, and here they are. Looks like they were thirsty for some holy water too. Alright. And just like that, we now have our yellow skull key. So let's head on back. And off to the yellow door. Got some more imps in the shadows, plus the lone chain gunner. I don't think you can even escape the... Oh yes, you can even get holy water from the slime. Alright, we got the grenade launcher. But I think the rocket launcher will suffice with these punks. Oh, don't survive on me now. Alright, blue key, but we got some more monsters coming in, so I better get going. Or I thought it was. Maybe it was the it was the next area that spawns in more monsters. Wow, wow, wow. Baron after Baron. delicious ammunition. And of course, Revenant. Jump scared by Revenant. Alright. And our secret is over here. Just need to take care of the one last few remnants of enemies. And this secret's somewhat tricky. Got it. Another plasma rifle. Man, we just keep getting plasma rifles, but no shock rifles nor Gauss cannons. But it's okay. We got the Unmaker for when things go south. I'll just super shotgun the Baron, and then everyone else, same treatment. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright. Soul Cube is ready. Ouch, that is brutal. I'll have you out just in case. This is what I was talking about earlier. I just need to get rid of those lost souls and the cacos, and now I have some space to work with. More preferable than what... Oh, I'm all out of holy water. That's embarrassing. Dang, you took a lot of hits. This calls for Soul Cube. Give me that ammunition. So if we enter here, next portion. Now this requires the BFG. I'll fire it twice. Alright, here's how do I want to approach this? Yeah, that works. And we have a winner. Alright, final map for this run. We've reached map 20, Hardcore. And they call it Hardcore for a reason. You'll see why. Now, I'm not going to use the Unmaker. I want this to be a challenge. Yeah, lots and lots of Megawad. Just stay in the starting area and just blast away with the rockets. And just check. Make sure you are not getting sneaked up upon by Megabus teleporting in. And I'm not too concerned about health. I think I'll be fine. Just need to continue playing it safe. Alright, now I know there's a secret here. Well, let me grab the armor. Well, look who showed their ugly mug. Now I will use the Unmaker for you, son. Take a swing. Not up there, boy. Satisfying. And I'll keep my Unmaker out just for one last time. Cause that ain't the last of them. We still got a huge encounter to work with. Now we finally got the lightning gun. But it's really not that useful considering that we got a maxed out Unmaker. So I'm gonna take care of the, well, deal with these Arachnotrons. Unmaker because I'm saving it for the big bad. This is gonna lower. And look who it is, the Cyber Demon. We started the episode with a Cyber Demon, and of course we're gonna end it with one. And would you look at that, we took him out in no time. Amazing. And we got a stray Arachnotron. Two of them. Ooh, boy. What a ride. Just like that, we are done. So yeah, that was hardcore. And like I said last episode, the next 10 episodes, starting from Cat and Mouse, was not going to be an easy feat. It was pretty tough. I died 3 times this entire run. 2 of them were from Hectic, which was in a very bad circumstances. One from the 3 or 4 times actually, because I died of that Crusher twice, if I remember back. I have to look back on the footage. Then there was the fire pit, and I had to no-clip because the map was broke. I don't know, I guess it was a GZDoom compatibility issue with the mod and map itself, or whatever. But aside from that, everything else was alright. Of course, I had that one death in Bloodkeep, I think. No, it was Dark Entries, where I died, and that was tough. It was like, it wasn't even due to the Marauder or the Archvile, it was because of the Revenant, just poor circumstances over there. But yeah, it's a very tough second half, and now we're going to get to the third act with the next few levels, maps 21 through 30, and it should be a lot smooth sailing since we got maxed out on Maker, which is crazy good RNG, because it could normally just give us a BFG if it wanted to, but the RNG chose the Unmaker instead. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. We've had a blast, and can't wait to see you for the next final 10 episodes, or 10 levels I should say. So thank you again for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.